Greetings viewers, this is Martin Maverick coming to another video. Today we're going to unbox and do a slight background review of the real grade MS-06S Zaku II, Principality of Char Aznable's custom mobile suit. Or simply, piloted by Char Aznable, the main antagonist of Mobile Suit Gundam, aka the rival of Amuro Ray. But before I begin, just a quick refresh for those who are not familiar with my videos. Every first video of a kit I'll be building, I do a little bit of a background in terms of where this mobile suit came from in terms of anime, manga, or media for that matter. And I'll just do a little background of the mobile suits, the pilot a little bit, just to get you an idea of where this kit, or the mobile suit I should say, originated from. So with that, this mobile suit was developed in response to veteran pilots' requests for a high-performance unit. The MS-06S Zaku II commander type was far more mobile than its predecessor, the MS-06S Zaku II, but was also far more difficult to control. Compared to the F-type, the S-type's warrior nozzles were enlarged and the output of its main thrusters were increased by 3% while retaining the same size. To make space for the improved thrusters and enlarged propellant tanks, various automatic control systems of the F-type were removed. While this reduced the S-type's operability, it also enables experienced pilots to disable many unnecessary limiters and push the mobile suit to its structural limit. Other changes from the F-type include the S-type's generator being 5% lighter and its armor composition and structure were improved. Finally, the S-type were all equipped with a head-mounted multi-blade antenna. Though the antenna itself was identical to those found on the F-type, the structure at its base was different, giving it improved communications and enemy detection capabilities. Despite having many special internal components, the S-type still shared 80 to 90% of its parts with the F-type, making it easy to resupply and maintain. This also meant that, like the F-type, it could easily be modified to operate in space or under gravity. The MS-06S Zaku II Commander type was intended to reflect the design concept of the high mobility R-type, first proposed in UC-0076. As development of local warfare mobile suits began using the production facilities for the MS-06F Zaku II. Because of this, in addition to being a high-performance unit, it also served as a technical field trial unit in the enhancement of mobile suit mobility. The development of the S-type was led by Elliot Rem, with testing mostly conducted at testing fields at Grenada. Forgive me if I mispronounce any words. In order to maintain secrecy, the production of the S-type only took place at the Zeon homeland. The development of the S-type took place in the second half of the UC-0078, mostly to experienced squadron leaders. In the early stage of the One-Year War, Zeon concealed its existence by passing it off as the F-type. Between the Battle of Lomme and the signing of the Antarctic Treaty, the S-type achieved impressive battle results, the most famous of which was the unit piloted by Char Aznable, which single-handedly shot down the 5 battleships during the Battle of Lomme, earning Char the nickname the Red Comet. There you go. This unit was said to move at 3 times the speed of a regular Zaku, demonstrating Char's skill as a pilot. Roughly 100 S-types were produced in total. Its success would pave the way for the development of future high-performance mobile suits, including the MS-06R and the MS-14 Jogung. On September 18th, UC-0079, at Side 7, Char engaged in the Earth Federation's prototype mobile suit RX-78-2 Gundam that Gundam was piloted by Amuro Ray, in its MS-06S. Though Char was far more experienced than the Gundam's pilot, the civilian boy, like I said, Amuro Ray, the Gundam's durability allowed it to survive the encounter. Char continued to pursue the Gundam's mothership, the SCV-70 White Rose, engaging the Gundam on numerous occasions, yet failing to destroy it each time. Char would eventually abandon his MS-06S in favor of a MS-07S Zaku commander type during the mission to infiltrate Jaburo. Now that's the brief history of the MS-06S Zaku II, but I do want to add some history about Char Aznable as well, because Char Aznable is by far one of the most iconic antagonists in Mobile Suit Gundam, or just in any Gundam series entirely. You could say he's the granddaddy, not literally, but in terms of this little metaphor, the granddaddy antagonist of all Gundam series. So with that, throughout his life, he was also known by the aliases Edward Mace, Quattro Bagina. In addition, he is also given the nickname the Red Comet for his performance at the Battle of Loam during the 1 Year War, which I mentioned briefly just a little bit ago. He is a charismatic young man who is highly respected, and his subordinates, both younger and older, follow him faithfully. On the other hand, he also has a cold-hearted side that is willing to kill even his friends in order to achieve his goals. Despite his outstanding abilities as a leader and a soldier, he is mentally fragile. As a son of Zaku I Deikun, a great saint who was revered by the world, he is a complex character who is burdened with the pain of being expected to succeed his father, and the lonely anguish of not being able to receive sufficient affection as a boy because of the political struggle that the Zabi family had waged against him since he was a child. Born on November 17th, UC 0059 as Casval Rem Deikun. That's right, Char Aznable is not his real name. His real name is Casval Rem Deikun, son of Tor Deikun and Zeon Zoom Deikun, founder of the Republic of Zeon. Sele May's real name, Artesius Som Deikun, is his biological sister. After the death of Zeon Zoom Deikun in 0069, he fled to Earth due to persecution by the Zabi family. At this time, under the patronage of Jinba Ra, who was a good friend of his father, Zeon, he was adopted by the Mas family in southern Europe and took the name Edward Mas. Although his father Zeon is shown to have died of illness on record, he sees it as an assassination by Daegwin Zodo Zabi, and others believe that his father's attempt to name Daegwin as an assassin was disguised as naming his successor, and he vows revenge on the Zabi family. Now, how Casval Rem Deikun got the name Char Aznable? While he was under the tutelage or the adoption of after he was adopted by the Mas family, there was another young man by the name of Char Aznable who was helping around that family. And so there was a very striking resemblance between Char and Casval. Now, Casval was doing his best to make sure that he can stay undercover in a way to make sure that the Zabi family doesn't go after him. So what he did is he found out that the real Char was going to the Zeon forces. So he kind of found him at the airport, and somehow he convinced the real Char to switch clothes with him along with passports. And that's what they did. And when he did that, he knew that the Zabi family was going to go after him. Well, unfortunately for the real Char, the Zabi family did go after him. And he killed, he ended up, not Casval himself, but the Zabi family actually killed who they thought was Casval Rem Deikun, but actually was Char Aznable, the real one. But because of this, Casval got away scot-free. So in the year 0074, he infiltrated under that name, Char Aznable, the Zeon Military Academy, and entered it. During his time at the academy, he met and befriended Garma Zabi. He received excellent grades and was on track to graduate at the top of his class, but he disobeyed his superiors during the exercise just before graduation and lost his evaluation, giving Garma the top spot and graduating second in his class. In 0078, upon graduation, he enlisted in the teaching mobile battalion under Casval Zabi. Later, when the Zeon Defense Forces was divided into two units, the Space Assault Force under the banner of Dalzo Zabi and the Assault Mobile Force under the banner of Casval Zabi, he joined the Space Assault Force in the Principality of Zeon. He always wears a mask to hide his true identity. He explains that he has burn scars on his face and does not want to expose them to the public. Now, how he got the Red Comet moniker. In January UC 0079, the 1-year war with the Earth Federation government broke out. He is active as the commander of the 4th Platoon of the 6th Mobile Battalion of the Space Strike Force. He painted his beloved Zaku II, Type C or Type S, red, his personal color, and single-handedly sank the battleships during the Battle of Rome, earning him the nickname the Red Comet. During the battle, Char manifests himself to Oliver May and Hideto Washiya, again, forgive me if I mispronounce any names or words, of the 603rd Tactical Evaluation Unit via telegraphic code sent from his Zaku, advising them not to interfere in the battle between EFF's space fleets and Zeon's mobile suit forces. Char's name became known and feared by even the most junior members of the Federation forces. Now that's enough of the history of Char Aznable. I could actually go on and on, but I'm sure you all get the idea of his origins. But with that said, we can get straight to the box. So I can see here, MS-06S Zaku II, Principality of Zeon Char Aznable's custom mobile suit. And yes, Char, or Casval, was never known as Casval by anyone else. He made sure everyone called him Char, or basically, to everyone else, that was his real name, besides his sister, of course. His sister knew exactly who he was. So under here, you get the skeletal system of the real grade Zaku II. And I want to take a notice of these pieces right here. I've seen on many pages, blogs online, that any Zaku that has these, all these parts here, apparently they are a pain. So I never actually built a Zaku. This is my first Zaku. So let me see how it goes for me. So same image as it was in the front. Go here, shows you how to pose this kit. You got a beam rifle, a beam hyper bazooka. Same thing in the front, and there we go. And now let's open it up. So we got a sticker sheet right here. We have some parts. We have parts for the legs, the waist, the hands, the arms. I believe we have... Oh, we also got for the feet and torso, I want to say. We got some different shades of red. It's probably hard to tell, but this is more of a, I would say, red pinkish color. And this is more crimson. Some clear parts there. More that pinkish red. I can see some details there too, so good opportunity for paint lining, but I don't know if I'm going to use black regular paint lining, this one here, or I'm going to use a red Gundam marker. So I'll see how it is first. More pieces here. Looks like it's either for the backpack or looks like that is for a weapon. See right there. I'm gonna find out soon. Looks like some pieces for the legs, I'm gonna say. More armor pieces for the legs. Looks like for the body as well. And yes, here you go. Those pieces right there. So wish me luck on that. It's like parts for the head. And I don't know what those two are used for, but I'm going to find out shortly. Well, there's some pieces for the weapons as well. Alright, looks like that's all the runners. And now for the instruction manual. So here we are, the runners here, the skeletal system on the top left. Oh, I see. So those walls are actually, looks like they're magnets, actually. Okay. That's interesting. And it shows you how to cut off the pieces off the runners, so just be careful. They was asked you to cut off right just outside of those connecting pieces, and then cut those connecting pieces by themselves. I say if you're careful, you can just cut it right out of the runner, but that's just me. If you're a beginner, do what the instructions tell you. Oh, just notice on the bottom left here the color chart. And it kind of here shows you the percentage of different colors that each color consists of. And of course the color chart of Char Aznable with his mask. So here it is. So it shows all the runners. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or A through H looks like it. And looks like I won't be using 2 of these little things. So it looks like it's going to start off with the feet, and then the legs. And look at that, those little things. Oh, it looks like there's actually an easy way to actually put them together. Instead of cut them out separately, you just enter this thing through them, and then you cut off like that. Alright. Good way of doing that. And same thing on the other leg. Then the waist. Some more like more intel on the background of the mobile suit. A little bit of Char too as well. And here are the weapons: Zaku bazooka, Zaku machine gun, and the Hidax. Yeah, so I was right. That was a weapon, that one piece I saw earlier. And yes, the Hidax became a kind of like a useful tool for many of Char Aznable's mobile suits. The Sazabi, of course, is another one as well, which I did do that review some time ago, so link down below. You got the arms next, along with a little shield for the one arm that's attached to his shoulder there. So same thing as the legs. You gotta feed that through and then cut off out. And this is for the torso after the arms are done. So looking forward to that. It does look a bit complex, but I'm excited for it. And lastly, the head. And there's a little cockpit that will open as well. I don't know if this, normally wheel grades don't come with a pilot, but maybe this one's different. I think this is a little bit of an older wheel grade, not too old, because today's wheel grades doesn't have like skeletal pieces you can just cut off of the runner. But who knows, I could be wrong. And then the weapons, the Zaku machine gun, the Zaku bazooka, and of course the heat axe. Also shows you what to do with the hands here. And there's a heat axe. Oh, and the ammunition for the machine gun. And I have a attachment piece for the action base. And of course the decal sheet where all the stickers will go. In case any of you are really talented with stickers or decals, I'm mediocre, got to admit that. But yeah, that's it for the manual. So there you have it, all the pieces and runners for the MS-06S Zaku II. Definitely looking forward to building this. Char is, of course, one of my favorite antagonists, maybe my favorite antagonist of all Mobile Suit Gundam series. So I'm definitely looking forward to building this in his honor. So I hope you all will enjoy this little journey with me for the for this kit and along with this review. So stay tuned for the next video. But with that being said, thank you all for watching. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Hit the notification bell for any video updates. My social links are down below. The Instagram and Reddit link. There are 2 videos here. One's the most recent upload, and of course, one video that YouTube picked out for your viewing pleasure. So again, thank you all for watching, and until next time, keep on building.